Sledge has been killed to death. So I can move on to the Dahl Headland.
And you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hand in the vault. Make sure you get your minutes here.
Of course, I have to check all the shops before I go. Another one. See why I always check the shops? That is a really good shotgun. And it's technically better than the Jake. Overall, it has a Type 4 barrel and a Type 4 cylinder. I'm not going to buy this. I have a Hellfire in my Underdome collection. It is tempting, though. It's tempting to buy both this and this.
Humans are the best armored works out there. You need something better.
Time for a nice relaxing drive.
Oh, still thinking about that Hellfire. Because I forget what kind of parts the one I already have is built from. Hyperion White Label, built from entirely Type 1 parts. Has a stabilizer. Still, it's a junker. Another reason why I didn't buy that level 37 Torg shotgun is because not long from now, I'm going to start finding the next tier of Torg gear, which should be somewhere in the neighborhood of level 46. After level 46 is when those intervals of 9 stop being intervals of 9. See what I did there? I was trying to stick my blade in its face. If I had done so just a split second earlier. It wouldn't have even nicked my shield. Not just stick my blade in its face, but down its throat. Yet another reason why I didn't buy that level 37 Torg Doomstick is because I have a level 43 Dahl Master. I don't want to get too redundant just because I love multi-projectile weapons. I like multi-projectile weapons because they rip enemies apart. I should get some more use out of this. Stuck on my own car. Yep. Wow. That was a disappointment. I would have figured this gun should have taken him out with one shot. War criminal. Just like Axton. I forget what that means. Does that mean I've killed like 100 million enemies or something? Obviously, that's an exaggeration. Let's see how this compares to my Jake. Pretty close to being on par. I'd say I would actually favor the Dahl. I'm not going to buy it. Not since I have the awesome masher that I have. Let's see how this compares to my SNS Cold Torment. Another gun I need to get some use out of. I will go ahead and sell this because it just doesn't do enough damage. I like how pistol bullets are noticeably slower than rifle bullets. Also notice how when you're reloading an SNS machine pistol, the mag doesn't come out all the way.
Do you like that?
Finish him! Oh, if I had fired just a moment sooner.
Get him, blood.
Eight eyes.
That hurt?
Eight Eyes was one of those NES games that I never owned. But I rented it periodically just because it was an interesting game. Same is true for Karnov. Remember Karnov? did I miss that many swipes? Well, that was just for frivolous fun. I probably should go and check those 2 red boxes over there. Oh, why not?
Get those some bitches! Nobody shoots my buddies but me!
Meh, 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 meh. Give me the cash. Going for the record here. Well, I'm pretty sure others have already set an insane record for melee. Nothing interesting, but it was worth a shot. Or a stab.
Don't be shy now, come on! Catch a ride!
I hear shooting. Okay, now we can get the heck out of Dodge. Oh wait, I have to attempt this first. fumbled that.
So, you think the vault is real, eh? Everyone is talking about it. This is the biggest thing that's happened here in a long time. Think of the visitors we will have. Listen, if you find it, what's inside could be worth a fortune. But only if you get the right partner to help you sell it. So, partners?
Yeah, sure. That's not my area of expertise anyway. So have at it.
Downloading and analyzing your DNA record. Human status confirmed. Access to the Dahl Headland is granted. Please stand by while I activate the gate for you. Yes. You are now free to enter the Dahl Headland. Please enjoy your relaxing stay. Interesting fact. Based on your current stress patterns, I calculate a 94.3% chance that you will encounter an unfortunate death experience.
Did you catch that? Let's try not to prove him right. Oh, and I'm drinking some NOS. This takes me back. Back in 2008, when I first started making DoomTube videos on my first channel, I started out making stalker videos, for the most part. At least one of my earlier videos was a painkiller video, but I did mostly stalker. And I was working at a textile plant at the time. Mattresses, futons. I operated the machinery that blended the materials that go inside them, which also incorporated the use of forklifts, which was my favorite aspect of the job. Anyway, oftentimes during work, I would get ideas for videos while I was working without getting distracted from my work, I might add.
You know, Luck is an old buddy of mine, and by old buddy, I mean asshole that ruined my mom's girl parts. Sounds like he's in trouble, so you go on ahead and try to keep him alive long enough so I can kill him at a later occasion.
The highlight of my day would be coming home and grabbing a burger and a can of NOS to nosh on and swig down while making a stalker video. And back then I worked a 10-hour shift, which was awesome because I had Fridays off. Also back then, most of the time I was making at least one video, sometimes two or more a day. Oops. Forgot that I should have saved that one. Vertical overcompensation. Toro! I am using a Matador.
Not bad. Not bad.
I wonder if I can... still get up there. Nope. Not a big deal. It's just something I like to do for the sake of completion. I haven't been here in a long time.
I got one I've been saving for you. Time to play!
Oh, something green. I always thought this was dumb, how you actually have to leave an explodey barrel there just to get up there. It looks like you shouldn't quite have to. Ugh. Ugh. Agonizing. You know what? I'm philosophically opposed to grenade jumps. Huh? Worth it. I mean, that's totally getting sold. Even though it's a XX Jake. But it has a Type 1 barrel. Just because it's a certain material type doesn't necessarily mean it's top-notch. Hey, another TD or Legendary. What's that one called? The Defender? Yes. I just love doing that. Oh. Finish him! 4.9 fire rate, maybe 4.5. What a tragic waste. Because that gun would otherwise be awesome. Lucky Zephyr.
Hi, thanks for keeping that dick bag alive long enough for me to pound on later. Much as it pains me to admit, Lucka knows the area better than anyone. Might want to use him while he's alive for me not having killed him at all.
Jakobs gets to one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else? I was thinking. You won't regret it. The best defense is not a good offense. It's a good defense.
Keep it.
So get yourself a
Keep
shield.
it. Keep it. Keep it. Sell it. Although... that's about the kind of damage I would expect from a Jake at this point. Keep it. Sell it. Sell it. Sell. 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 Not accurate enough, fire rate too slow, therefore sell. Sell doesn't outmode what I've got. Same, 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 same. Another legendary, and it's another TDOR legendary. It's the, oh, what's that one called? I forget what that one's called. Protector. And it has good sights. Yep. It has the good sights. Iron sights on, what looks to be like some kind of a vent rib. Too bad the Firehawk I found at Zombie Island didn't have that type of sight. Now I can regen ammo for these, using my teddies. Oh, and this. Oh. Oh, too awesome. Should get some use out of that. I've only got 2 green label things, but they're both good. Should get some more use out of this. Now look what I've done here. Look how excellent a combo this is. And this regens ammo for these two, and this regens ammo for this. Yet another reason why Mordy is my fave. Because most of my favorite legendaries are Morty style legendaries. A good representation of all the best revolver barrel types here. We've got the Type 4 right here. Here's the Type 3. Here's the Type 5. Did you ever play It Came from the Desert? Or is it They Came from the Desert? Oh, look at that. I like framed camera angles like that. It's picturesque. Where the scenery creates a natural frame. It just makes things look interesting. I have a degree in graphic design, by the way. But even if I didn't, I still would notice stuff like that. Burt Gummer style, 2-for-1 sale. Burt Gummer style or RoboCop villain style. Oh, beautiful. The Cobra, the Skullmaster, the Equalizer, the Defiler. These are all some of my favorite ledges, and they're all Morty style ledges. Not a CQC weapon. This is ideal for CQC though. Fired one more than I needed to. Perhaps out of over-eagerness. Oh. Mashers, I love mashers. Morty's answer to Roland's shotgun.
Come out, wherever you are.
So you dodged that. That reminds me of Half-Life 2. Which was my favorite game before Stalker came out.
Get those some bitches! Damn meat, asshole!
That's more like it. By the way, the Cobra is not a sniper rifle. It's a payload rifle. Do an image search on payload rifle. I'm pretty sure Barrett makes one.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at Lucky's Bounty Board.
Oh, look at that! Another legendary. It has a Type 1 barrel. I like the idea of a bladed equalizer. It would be at its best with a Type 3 barrel or better and a 3-shot cylinder for second to maximum damage per shot. You know how I feel about 2-shot cylinders. Oh, what to do, what to do. Oh, since those runners are running around. I might as well deal with them first. And they're actually best dealt with using corrosive or exploding weapons, rather than trying to beat them at their own game. Or that's more true for the ones that are equipped with rocket launchers. At least that's what I've found to be true most of the time. See? Zoinks! Oh, God. Let's see how this compares to my Cold Torment. Let's see how much better a blue label version of the same gun is than a green.
So you want me to share, huh?
While I'm here, I might as well do this. Oh, man. Did somebody call an exterminator? Or maybe you were meaning to and you just didn't get around to it. 'Cause you're dead! You have to imagine me saying that the way Cypher does in the Matrix. Oh! I need to play around with this some more. If a snail shell drum like that only held 32 rounds, it would be because the gun was chambered for a large caliber, like, say, .458 SOCOM. Skagzilla bait. Really would like an iron-sighted version of this. It's hard to lead your target with if you're using a scoped weapon. So much easier to lead your target with iron sights. Lead your target with no scopy iron sight. I'm just getting impatient now. How'd you like how that flew into my face? Revolver cylinder.
He's lucky only sending you on missions that, like, destroy my stuff. Seriously, I think he's putting bad guys in runners just so you can get on to blowing them up.
Maybe. Oh, that would have been awesome if I'd blown him to smithereens out of the air. I'm not really a good sniper. So why do I play as Mordy? Well, Mordy's not specifically a sniper, he's a hunter. He's also a gunslinger. So why am I using a sniper class mod if I know I'm not a good sniper? Well, maybe I'm trying to become a better sniper. Also, ammo regen. With guns like this, and the Skull Masher. And the Volcano. Another one of my faves. Video game logic strikes again. Fourth piece is right there, in the most obvious location. Do you always end up with a Dahl revolver from this mission? I forget. Good arm. Top off the mag.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, stupid sweaty trackball. Still prefer it over a mouse, though. My friends all think I'm nuts.
Oh, can't you blow up some of my rides? Man, killing machines.
I prefer a roast flesh pig. But as a decoration, not actually to eat. Let's get a look at that blue label Justice. 2-shooter, I would expect... it's a 34, that's why. If it was a 43... I still wouldn't use it because it's a 2-shooter. In my opinion... Just a moment. I lost my train of thought. Oh wait, I remember what I was... Really? What's wrong with me? Like I said, I'm not the best sniper. Give me an iron-sighted version of the same weapon, then I'll do just fine. But if it's got a scope, I'm all kinds of nope. I don't know why that is. Maybe it has something to do with the way my eyes work, the way my mind-brain works. I'm farsighted. Yeah, everybody likes the meat puppets. What's your favorite meat puppet song? I couldn't pick just one. I like Pop Skull, Forbidden Places. I was anticipating more movement. It's so hard to actually shoot them when they're so close to you. Another reason why a blade comes in handy. Oh.
Satisfaction abounds.
At first glance, that looks like a Jakobs class mod, but it might actually be an SNS. Yes. cicada killer material type. Like the cicada killer wasp. But that deep orange red color reminds me of Heinz 57. Speaking of which, not too long ago I ate some ribs for breakfast this morning. How many people do you know who eat ribs for breakfast? I'll eat ribs any time of the day. I put Heinz 57 on them. Yesterday I had some ribs with sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Now, I liked both. Distinctly different, but I liked them both. Sweet Baby Ray's makes a really good mustard-based barbecue sauce. I think it's called Sweet Golden Mustard Sauce. You go squish now. The little ones that do barely anything to you, those are the most annoying. They're like head crabs. How did I miss that? Overeager. So why am I philosophically opposed to grenade jumps and rocket jumps? Because it's just such a ludicrous, absurd concept. It's just so much video game logic. Oh, I wonder what that is. Maybe we'll find out later. Quite some time later. I love how immersive this environment is. Blood. Speaking of blood, since Shadow Warrior got a reboot, do you think Blood will get a reboot? And if so, how do you think they would handle it? Would they reboot the original, or would they make a Blood 3? Since there's already a Blood 2. Not that that matters in today's philosophy, where you have a dozen different things with the same title. Oh look, he was doing the dance that NPCs sometimes do. Judging by what I've seen in gameplay videos on DoomTube, I like original 1997 Low Wayne better than 21st century Low Wayne.
Another day, another kill.
It's a Dahl with a blade, but it has a Type 2 barrel. And it's level 34, so it gets sold. Nah. I like the fact that it's a desert Dahl with a blade, but it has a Type 2 barrel and a Type 4 cylinder. It's just not going to cut it.
Nothing's a real doctor when you get my machines and their scary needles. Someone always has the upper hand. Make sure it's you.
Urban Razor. What to do with this skill point? Might as well max this out. I'm thinking what I might do is respec. Now that I think about it, I might put aerial impact into carrion call. And then divvy the remaining skill points up between Trespass and Bird of Prey. Although I've been finding that I can knock out most shields effectively enough with a Skull Masher or most other multi-projectile weapons. Or, of course, my handy electric equalizer. How much time was left in the shops? Not yet time to take on Mad Mel. Multi-projectile weapons. It's not so much that they forgive poor aim. They don't. You still have to aim to be effective, at least if you ask me. Depends on your gameplay style. I've noticed a lot of people oftentimes don't aim. Oh. Now that's really anemic on damage for a level 43 blue label Dahl with a Type 3 barrel. Don't know what kind of body type that is. That's the same kind of body type that this has. This has.
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil. A lot of yours can accurately identify the unknown. You need a trusty gun by your side.
But
Nothing's a real doctor when you get my machines
on the Teddy it
and their
works.
scary needles.
Oh. Would like to find another violator. One that has this type of sight. And is non-elemental. If I didn't already have this Hellfire, I might have bought that other one. I need to get some use out of this, just for fun. This too. And this. Yeah. Oh man. So many wonderful toys. Save that for later. And that. And that. Let's see how these compare. Pretty close to evenly matched, I would say. The only downside to this is it has bad sights. It doesn't even have sights, really. Not sights that work like real sights do. Those are real sights. Still, it needs to get some use. Would be fun to see what that double anarchy would do to Skagzilla. But I'm going to use this because I want to see if I can blast Skagzilla out of its arena, which I've done before.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
Using Sledge's shotgun. You ever gotten Sledge's shotgun in Borderlands 2? I don't like it. I like the Jakobs Striker better. In Borderlands 1 and 2. Oh. Here we go. Really? I can't believe I fumbled that. Radiation breath. Oh, didn't quite manage to dodge the blast. I mean, not to dodge the... Yeah, I didn't dodge the blast either, but I mean... Ah, perfectly timed. Now I actually want it to lunge at me. I want to try to blast it as it lunges. I so desperately want an iron-sighted version of the Skullmaster. What does quickscope mean, anyway? I hear people, Call of Duty players, say that. I don't know Call of Duty. The closest comparable games that I've ever played to Call of Duty are Medal of Honor Allied Assault and Red Orchestra 2. So I don't know what you mean by quickscope. Also, I hate it when people say scope instead of aim. Oh, he's healing. I didn't know he could do that. Maybe I should just kill him to death, instead of trying to be all fancy about it. I know you can jump over that. Because I've done it before. I dodged. Successful dodge. Successful dodge again. Fumbled that one, didn't you? Dodge. Success. How do some enemies do that gravity-defying thing where they can force himself to fall down really fast? Like, there's some badass spider ants that can do that. Lunge at me. I want to blast you out of the air. Screw it. I thought for sure that would have been a kill shot. Lunge. There we go. That's what I wanted right there. Опа, опа, overzim, tricky bricky, if don't care. I'm going to get inside his face. Its face. Who knows if it's a he or a she? Maybe it's a hermaphrodite. I didn't blast it out of the arena, but that's okay. I blasted it up into the air at least. In order to do that, you need a Jakobs XX gun. Preferably one that hurls multiple projectiles per shot. Sledge's shotgun is not ideal for that because of the wide spread. 0.0 accuracy on that thing. What you want, if you don't have a skull masher, is a shotgun or a masher. Now, I need to play around with this. Beautiful. Type 5 barrel, Type 4 scope. Would only be better if it had a Type 5 scope. And was elemental. I've actually found Hyperion sniper rifles, elemental Hyperion sniper rifles before that delivered their... Oh wait, I should check the shops. That's why I came here. Duh. Delivered their elemental effect per shot on par with a Malawan. Good sights on that. Roads are for chumps. Actually, no. Roads make sense. In real life. It's a bit different in the worlds of make-believe. The various worlds of make-believe. Whether it's Pandora or the Zone. Now I hope this reward is level 40. It is, yes, of course it is. 846. Nice. These make a good pair, actually. And these make an even better pair. Because they're both Jakes. I still need to get some use out of this. That is such a Jakobs style of gun, isn't it? I would call it a safari rifle. I still need to get the Buffalo in Borderlands 2. Insert Dukes of Hazzard music. Although I did like that show as a kid, Knight Rider was my jam.
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast?
26 seconds. 26 was my locker number where I used to work.
Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands. First aid kit. You won't regret it. Don't know who to trust? You can always trust the god at your side.
I do like elemental rubberized. Oh! This is also true in Borderlands 2. The concept of a rubberized electric grenade is ironic, isn't it? Because rubber insulates electricity. It's not literally, I don't know if it's literally rubberized. Oh. Which of these do I want to do first? Well, before I do either one of them, I need to go back to the Underdome and check the shops, since their inventory has changed.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SNS has the solution. More bullets. All SNS guns have extended magazines.
Low magazine capacity.
Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations. If you need payment, step right up. Are you about ready to get rolling?
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SNS has the solution. More bullets. All SNS guns have extended magazines.
Now, is it more fun? Quit wrecking my ride, you. Is it more fun to run these things over with a vehicle, or to actually battle them,
Nothing like a challenging kill.
Burt Gummer style? Overkill, yes, I know, but ammo regen. Give me a break. Ugh. So of course it doesn't help that both of my trackballs are defective to two different degrees, this one being the less defective of the two. And I always crank my sensitivity to the max, which is for the most part beneficial, but occasionally detrimental. Oh, that would be a fun loadout. Well, I think I'll put this right here. Maybe I'll use this one. That there. And that there. Any more scythed? That one I will run over. Don't run over the big ones. They'll mess up your vehicle with their elemental guts. See? That was a medium-sized one. The bigger they are and the more elemental they are, the more they'll wreck your ride if you try to run over them. Plus, it's just more fun to get out and actually hunt them or battle them. I says while running them over. Notice how I'm going for the little ones, or the occasional medium. This is just a really good, well-rounded sniper rifle. It doesn't have to be legendary. What's wrong with me? I'm not abandoning my vehicle. I think a Hyperion sniper rifle might actually be at its best with a Type 4 barrel rather than a Type 5. This is a Type 5. Because a Type 4 would offer somewhat less accuracy, but also more power. Type 4 is the most powerful sniper rifle there. Overkill. Because it's fun. See how it... The downside to using a trackball with maxed out sensitivity is it's so hard to make minuscule adjustments in movement while tracking small evasive targets. Still, the benefits outweigh the detriments. If you like fast-paced gameplay that forces you to hone your reflexes, most especially if the game you're playing, or mod, could be described as Nintendo hard. Nintendo reflexes. Now, should I go this way? I can never decide. Do I want to go that way or this way? Not that it really matters in the end. Usually what I end up doing is coaxing the scythes out by going this way. And then just for fun, I'll drive back around and ramp off them. For no reason at all. Overeager. Just like midgets from Zombie Island. It's always hard to time that strike just right. On Playthru 1, this is level 13, Whitting's elephant gun. I've always thought it should be a level 22. The player would get more use out of it that way. Stab you. Stab the air just for fun. Mr. Stabby, do 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 do. He's Mr. Stabby, Mr. Stabby. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Me silly.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
Yeah, I will get some use out of this too. Seriously? A white label? That launcher is all kinds of meh. That one's decent.
Allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
Oh, by the way, Whitting's elephant gun is more useful as a monster hunting weapon. Not as effective against enemy personnel. Oh. Now I'll get some use out of that. Some more use out of this. This SMG is incredible, except for the sights. Why would you make your sights like that? What is the point of having flat sights like that with no actual sights? Do you not know how sights work? Give it a pistol style 3-dot sight. Give it a notch sight. Give it a peep sight. Any kind of actual sight.
You scared? You should be.
Yeah, I know some sights are supposed to be better than others. But all sights should be sights. All sights should be functional sight type style sights. I like the drama on this SMG, even though in real life a drum is not ideal to have on a bullpup, but for video game purposes it works fine. Do-do-do-do-do. How much time do I have left on the shop? Enough. A red pounder. I hope it's a level 42. I hope it's a good pounder. It's a blue label. I'm hoping that this pounder, it's red, so it's going to be Hyperion, has a Type 2 sight or better. And, well, let's just see. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, that's a good pounder right there. It has a Type 2 sight, a Type 4 barrel, a good body type, a good stock type even. These are a good pair, especially if you're playing Roland as a heavy gunner or support gunner or rifleman. Indiana Jones here. Trespass would come in handy. What is that thing? I thought there was one more. Oh, I didn't get to do my finishing move. This would have otherwise, I think, let's see, it's a level 38. My explosive wing is level 5. Would level 38 have given me level 4 or 5? I forget. I haven't found a decent combat rifle of any variation in the longest time.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jakobs.
So it's nice to have this one. Just to be sure.
Jakobs can do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need? If you need healing, step right up.
Was that an octahedron?
400% more. Awesome. Also,
Yes.
Lord doesn't make the guns that are freaking
I used to collect rocks and shells and things like that when I was a kid. Preserved insects. I had a purple quartz octahedron in my collection. Gotta check the shops. Oh, another legendary.
and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
Let's see how that powder compares to my Hyperion. It doesn't. And that's because of the parts and the label color. Even though it's a doll and is a level higher.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
5-line blue. Oh, if I was playing Roland or had a Roland player co-oping with me. That right there, good choice.
Accuracy, regenerate ammo, or even heal you. Get yours right here. Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered. seek new opportunities. Only maybe
Let's just get a look at that shotgun. Type 1 cylinder, Type 4 barrel, Type 3 scope. I think that's what that is. It's over-scoped. The only shotguns that I will accept a scope on are hunter shotguns or angry death shotguns. Death guns in general. I am interested in a level 43 Pangolin 5-line purple scavenger class mod with +2 or better find rare items. I don't think it does it get better than +2. I think I've only ever seen +2 as the highest. These are built from the same parts types. Sticking with my ancient. Oh. This has proved useful as an anti-material rifle or payload rifle. Can't remember if I ever compared this static Thanatos to this static Violator. I like the Thanatos better as an elemental. I know I keep saying that, but it's a fact. I really want a Violator that's just a plain straight up machine pistol. Hybrid of a machine pistol and a masher, actually. Got some use out of this. Stinger, now I need to get some use out of the Bruiser. Got the Bruiser from Dr. Ned. It fires corkscrew ricochet bullets. I'm going to take a short break and come back and terminate Mad Mel, and then move on forward to New Haven, thereby getting the Headland done all in one go, all in one episode. Back from my break, check my drive space, should have enough. That's pretty awesome. This would be ideal for either Brick or Lil.
Going up against a bedrock opponent? You need a better healing? Step right up.
It's going to be so much fun hunting spider ants with this pounder. The Zafford symbol.
Time for a nice, relaxing ride.
If you're on a budget, TDR is always the way to go.
Nope. A Teddy. Good material type. Still mediocre.
Dahl makes guns for professional mercs.
That, on the other hand, is pretty good.
Effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
But I've got this. You have to imagine me saying that like Barry Burton. Ain't we a pair, Raggedy Man?
Okay, this Mad Mel guy, I know him. He's the one that's been stealing all my runners and putting them in the hands of these jagoffs. Hey, you say hello from Scooter. And by that I mean you just go murder the crap out of him, alright?
It's not murder. He's an enemy combatant. He's the murderer. It's like Bruce Campbell says in Ash vs. Evil Dead. I'm not a killer. I kill killers. Here we go. I usually end up getting flattened, and by that I mean blowed up, or more likely run over. Because you can't really, it seems like you can't really dodge. Of course, if they do destroy me to death, then the joke's on them, because I'll be able to see what I can do with this. Probably not much. Yeah, see, playing solo, I've never been, the only one time that I can recall playing solo was I ever able to do this in a vehicle and survive. See, now they're screwed. I don't really see how you're supposed to be able to do this without dying in a vehicle. Try playing their game, their way.
There's no escaping, Merc!
Look at that.
Well, who friggin' robbed Matt Miller's gone, but his worthless piece of crap soul? You become quite the little go-getter out there. Drop by my shop when you get to New Haven. I'd quite like to meet you in person.
Well, this is the right weapon for this task. No doubt about that. But if you don't have one of these, then Defiler will do. If you don't have a Defiler, any Green Label or better Malawan Corrosive might not be as good as a Defiler, but it will destroy vehicles effectively. Maybe not as effectively as this, sure, but
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
it'll do the job. Vehicles are vulnerable to acid for the same reason droids in Borderlands 2 are vulnerable to acid. What's that? I can't tell what that is. I wish icons would appear while you're in a vehicle, so you wouldn't have to get out. Something else that was improved in Borderlands 2 compared to Borderlands 1. Borderlands 1 does some things better, Borderlands 2 does other things better. Where does this lead? I forget. Well, that one switched off. If I remember correctly, I think that leads to the Salt Flats, but you can only get back to here from there initially. After having gotten to the Salt Flats, then that becomes unlocked.
I've received proof of Mad Mel's demise. Claptraps everywhere will rejoice. Please wait while I enable access to New Haven.
This Torg payload rifle is more effective than a rocket launcher.
And yes. Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Get me out.
I like that dance he does. Bombardier.
All the latest and greatest.
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something he needs done. You should ask him about it.
When I play Brick, I actually end up using Bombardier
There are new missions available at the New Haven bounty board.
more often than Blastmaster, because I typically don't use two of the same weapon unless I have ammo regen. Two or more of the same weapon, I should say.
I'm transmitting to inform you that I've made a decision I think you won't like. As Administrator of New Haven, I am responsible for the well-being of its citizens. And in that capacity, I must keep the road to Sanctuary closed for now. Baron Flint's tribe and that infernal contraption of theirs are out on the Salt Flats, and I don't want citizens getting killed trying to get past them.
Well, there's no denying your dedication to your people.
Listen to this, mud dwellers. Skipping all the details that would confuse the lot of you, I have concluded that the vault is more than likely genuine. In addition to that fact, which has probably burned a hole in your brain, the vault can only be opened once every 2 centuries, and that time is about to arrive.
Shut. You weren't using a Jakobs.
See how that pounder compares to my blue Hyperion. My blue-red Hyperion. It doesn't compare at all.
Going after the vault. Better arm yourself with the
Come on in and take a look around. Pleasure to be doing business.
Aside from the beer helmet, you dress like me.
I hope you're avoiding the negative element around here.
I love all these Mel Gibson and other such movie references.
Watch your back out there.
This series was made by movie buffs for movie buffs.
Oh my god, I'm leaking!
Get your ass here.
Interested in a level 40 ancient shield better than the one I've got, or a level 43 pangolin. Also, there are multiple ways to scrounge everything here. You can start from this side, work your way around counterclockwise like I'm doing, or you can go clockwise. Podunk emblem. Press the jump key, didn't respond. My toe must have trottled off the edge of that surface at exactly the wrong moment. Oh well.
Hey there, stranger! Right this way! Good luck!
The way he does that reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. Interested in a spiked Hyperion shotgun, but I want a good one. Meteor shotguns are just feeble compared to Jakobs.
Torque combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
2 minutes 50 seconds before the next changeover. Might as well do this.
Come on in, poke around. I wasn't born in no barn, alright? Well, actually I was, but all I'm saying is you don't believe people run around talking about magic doors, spewing out treasure and the like, alright? Hey, you keep yourself out of trouble.
He reminds me so much of this guy I used to work with. Well, that was arbitrary. I don't know why I did that either. Because I'm going this way anyway. Oh, I know why I did that. I'm just so accustomed to the... never mind, it doesn't matter.
Can I help you?
Ah, excellent. Another valued customer. I understand that leaving in the... You will find minor gear anywhere on the planet.
Perfect timing.
Would have found it dead. Dahl makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective. Assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
A 3-shot with ×3 fire. Of course, I have a volcano, so I don't need this, but do you think this would deliver its elemental effect per shot? I sure would hope so. Surely would hope so, I should say.
What can I do for you? The Vault is a story to give hope to the hopeless. Nothing more.
Hey, slaughtering bandits is a noble profession unto itself.
Watch your back out there.
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something he's done. You should ask him about it.
Coming out of the dust, nasty out there, ain't it? Heard you hunt for that vault.
Hello! There are new missions available at the New Haven Bounty Board.
What you gonna do with treasure anyhow?
Might as well get all the quests active.
If I can't find you what you need, it can't be found on Pandora. Remember me when you get some more creds to burn.
Now I've got plenty to do. I'll start with these. That'll be for next time.
Hyperion asks, what gun is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Oh, I am interested in a Hyperion machine pistol, but only if it outmodes my SNS. See you next missions.